All right. Okay. It's another fantastic day. Watching Unks in the building. UNCS. Unks in the building. Resident Unk Byron here with the amazing Auntie Stacy.
Hello.
Today we will once again be talking through some Reddit stories.
Yep.
Remember, we're not actually counselors, but we did stay at Holiday Inn Express at least one time.
You say that often. Where is that from?
It was a commercial. They asked me like, I'm not a real doctor, but then they
Right.
gave me advice. Yeah, it was a long time ago. All right. I'll leave it alone. Please continue to comment. We appreciate that. The comments help the video out tremendously.
Let's cut this to the front
Tremendously.
and say, hey guys, you know who y'all are, talking to us in person about this story and that. And I want to say I felt seen and all those things.
And the text messages.
Write it the same way that you texted there.
In the
Text
WhatsApp.
it in the comments. Thank you.
I was about
Love
to
you.
comment, but I decided to call you instead.
I was typing out the comment,
I
but
was
then
typing
something
out
else
the
happened.
comment. You will not call out my friend. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there for you. You're not gonna
But
call
seriously,
out
guys, the comments matter so much. The engagement matters. We get more views that way. And, we're trying to build a community, So, please.
Yeah, I got people
comment,
sending me stuff on
share,
Instagram now, not on the profile, but they're like, "What do you think
subscribe.
about this?" I was like, "Oh, you know what? I should use that." I need some real stories, though. More real stories.
We're going to get
but keep
a
sending me
Gmail.
stuff. We got a Gmail. Everything is Unks in the building.
We need to advertise it. I didn't know we had that.
We
If
got-
I didn't know and I'm a part of this.
We got, just saying when we first started, Uncle Bryce was here. All that
Yes.
stuff, I set it up.
Okay, so
There's an Instagram. There's
send
a
your
Gmail.
stories.
There's a
You want advice?
not a TikTok.
Want to share your stories
X. There's
to
an X.
Unks in the building
Unks in the
at
building.
gmail.com.
.com.
It's better to send it on email than DMs. Yeah,
I guess.
it is.
Okay. You know better than me. How does Reddit
Yeah.
stories go?
And once they start flooding in, then now you could send anything on the DM. We'll see it, but
Right.
there'll be a time where we won't see it. So
Sure.
emails is better.
Sure.
Are you ready for these stories?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to come up with the theme again. Not quite sure
Okay.
what it is, but you're good at that. So
I'll
all right.
try.
So this is from the subreddit Am I AITH? Okay, but it says AITH, not AITA.
Am I the whole? Am I the whole?
Right. Okay. Anyway. Am I the a-hole for refusing to give up my aisle seat on a 6-hour flight to a mom who wanted to sit next to her teen son? I, 31 female, travel a lot for work and always book an aisle seat because I get claustrophobic. Last week I was flying from Boston to LAX, about a 6-hour flight. I booked my ticket 2 months ago and even paid extra to choose my seat in advance. When I boarded, a woman in her late 40s was in the middle seat next to mine, and her 15-year-old son was in the row directly across the aisle. As soon as I sat down, she asked if I'd be willing to swap with him so she could sit next to him. I asked where his seat was, and it turned out to be a middle seat in the row across. I politely declined, explaining I'd paid for an aisle because I get anxious and need the extra space. She got annoyed and said it was just a seat and that it was her son, and I could survive in the middle for a few hours.
And how old is the son?
15.
He'll survive in the middle for a few hours. But go
I
ahead.
said no again, and she made a big show of sighing and muttering about selfish travelers. The son didn't seem upset at all. He had headphones in and was already watching something.
Right.
Throughout the flight, she kept making little comments loud enough for me to hear, like some people don't understand what it's like to be a mother. When we landed, a guy in the row behind us told me that I should have just switched to be nice because families should sit together. My coworker thinks I did nothing wrong and that people need to stop expecting strangers to fix bad seating arrangements. Am I the a-hole for refusing to switch?
They should have paid extra to make sure that they could select their seats. That's kind of a callous answer. However, at the same time, your personal issues are valid as well. Mm-hmm. If you got claustrophobia, you paid extra to accommodate for your traumatic experience that happened in the past that drove you to have claustrophobia. It is not your responsibility to make sure this woman sits next to her 15-year-old son. This guy is almost an adult. It would be different. I would call you the a-hole if he was 5.
Well,
if he was 5.
Yeah, but also
he was 5, and it's like, okay, why you got this little kid sitting in between two strangers that might have merited you being like, all right, I don't want this little boy sitting in a middle seat between two adult strangers, and I'm on the other side.
Why couldn't she switch her seat with somebody on the other side?
That is also my next statement. My next statement is, you take the window seat of the other person, not my aisle seat. Right. Or you have somebody switch with your son to come to your middle seat. This guy who got so much to say behind me, switch with me.
Switch with me and figure it out.
I'll help you out so you can have an aisle seat, and we can possibly make it easier to switch with somebody else who wants an aisle seat. I'm not giving my seat up for a 15-year-old almost grown man after I paid extra for it, and I know I'm accommodating for my claustrophobia. No, absolutely not. Everybody in that plane can have a nice day.
This is gonna sound terrible. I'm not switching my seat for no one.
Okay.
On a 6-hour flight,
I
have to sit in the aisle seat.
If I didn't pay for it, it would be a little different.
I'm not switching for anyone.
I'm just saying, if I didn't pay for it, like if she had no issues and she didn't pay for it and it didn't matter what she said and it was just like, oh, this is just our principle, I ain't moving. She paid extra for that seat.
First of all, what they should have done was spoken to the flight attendant and said, hey,
is there a way?
This is a situation. We'd love to sit together. And then leave it in the hands of them.
That is correct.
Not put someone who's paid for, everyone's paid for their seats in there. Everyone's paid for their seats.
Well, not selecting them specifically, though, because you can bypass that.
Well, this is poor planning on the mother's part.
The 100% agree with
that. If
you
want to sit with your person,
pay that $30,
pay the extra $30.
Whatever it is.
Your poor planning is not my problem.
Not my problem.
And second of all, I'm one of those people who prefers an aisle seat. Now, I've done it before. Like, I've had to fly for jobs and not wanting to pay for the extra $30. And I take my middle seat and I just have to zone out. But I do want the aisle seat because I don't like being like, excuse me, I need to go pee. Like, if I need to get up, I hate that. Especially if people are sleeping. Let's give me the aisle seat so that although I'm short, my legs get cramped really easily. So I need to have that extra space to feel like, even though they'll ram your leg into oblivion. They'll ram, but you can actually put your foot out. But they'll ram that thing with that cart. Man. They do not care. But in my mind, that's what it is, and I need that ease of mind. But a 6-hour flight, no ma'am.
I prefer the window seat so I can lean that pillow up just right. And put my head up in that.
There's a sweet space to put your head, but
that's why I prefer. I go to sleep on the plane every single time. I do not. 20 minutes later, I'm out.
I do not.
That's what I prefer. If I'm on the aisle, I'm like, oh my gosh, my
neck. Put their foot
on the side.
They were also a window seat with me, on behind me, and with their foot with a dirty sock. It was dirty. Yeah. And I was
have to poke them.
I hate you.
Oh, you're going to have to move your foot today. Excuse me.
Right.
But yeah, no.
Okay, so this person said, so not the a-hole. No, you planned in advance and paid extra for your seat. Anyone who thinks you should have given it up is an idiot.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. I'm not shelling out extra money just to end up in a cramped middle seat because someone else didn't sort their tickets.
That is correct.
So do you know the unspoken rule about middle seats?
No, what is the unspoken rule?
The person in the window seat obviously gets the window so they can lean up on that pocket. That's great. Then the person on the end obviously has the freedom to move and get up and go whatever. The middle seat is the worst seat, arguably, right? So they should get the both armrests. Do you believe in that?
Never heard it, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think they should too. I get it because it sucks.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. But there are people who don't believe that. They'll be like pushing other people.
Right. Why you got this one little skinny little? You know what? It's time to start flying first class and stop playing with these.
Praise God.
Right.
Okay, next story.
We color coordinated today. What is that? How did that happen?
Oh, because we're in love. We didn't even know.
It's magical. Silly.
Okay. All right. Next story. Okay, that one's a little bit heavy, so let me go next one. Here we go.
Heavy stuff. Give me light.
Am I the a-hole? Would I be the a-hole public? That's the...
Would I be the a-hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they can't even see the pants match out. Okay.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for sending my wife an anonymous STD notification? I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, Maria, 30 female, for 12 years. We married young.
32 male.
Married for 12 years, so they're 20. He was 20. She's 30.
Okay.
So he was 18.
That's legal.
We married young. Okay. Had ups and downs, but never anything like this. Mm-hmm. About a year ago, she volunteered for a 6-month military-adjacent deployment. When she came back, she began acting differently, including buying new clothes, hair, expensive nails.
She's a new person.
I knew it was very traumatic. It was a very traumatic experience, so I figured it was her processing the intense assignment. Mm-hmm. Then I noticed a guy, let's call him Alex, hearting every one of her social media posts.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't know him, which was unusual since we know everyone in each other's circles. Mm-hmm. She said they met at the deployment and that I should let it go. Fast forward to about 4 months ago when her team planned a reunion picnic. She got weird about who'd be there and where it was. On the day, she got dolled up, and I overheard her telling a friend how cute someone was. She left at 11 a.m. and never checked in. By 9 p.m., I used my Find My to see that she was at an Italian restaurant downtown, which was an odd spot for a picnic.
Lord Jesus.
So I did what any self-respecting human would do.
Drove down there and drove
to the restaurant.
Okay.
She was there with Alex. After that, all the alarms were going off.
Right.
I didn't confront her. Instead, I called my brother, who told me about the ability to send anonymous STD notifications.
Oh, Lord.
I took a few days to figure out my next move. A few days later, I sent her one. She received a notification saying, a partner tested positive for an STD and recommends that you also get tested. She didn't say a word to me. It's terrible. She didn't say anything all day. Turns out she sent Alex a disappearing iMessage asking if she'd given her an STD. Asking if he'd given her an STD.
Lord Jesus.
That was all I needed.
How did he know the message was a disappearing message?
This is what people are questioning.
Okay. Go ahead.
That was all I needed. I quietly got my affairs in order, and I told her I was moving out and filing for divorce. She still swears she never cheated. I'll never tell her how I know. He also said key elements were slightly altered for family privacy.
Okay, so I question the authenticity of this story because of if it's a disappearing message to this individual, how do you know what it said? Unless
someone says you can contact your cell provider and ask for text messages that use the disappearing text function to be sent on the main person's phone, or use a JPEG sent to your email. By being the primary person for the service, parents do this for their children as well. And if they're messaging on Instagram, if he looks at her messages with the other person or the thread, it would say disappearing messages have been turned on or off like this. And they sent a link, so it'll let OP know that his wife did secretly talk to her affair partner. If more than 24 hours has passed, it will also tell the day and time the disappearing message have been activated and turned off.
It's one thing to see that I could understand seeing something had been sent, but seeing what those words are
I don't know anything about disappearing messages.
I don't know.
I know by mistake I've turned on see like if I send a picture to my sister or something, see the picture only one time.
That's in WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen that happen.
And I've done that at like I'll send my nieces a message and notice that.
Well, when it's gone, it's gone.
It's showing only one time.
You know,
right?
Yeah.
So how did he know what was said? So I don't know. I don't know.
That's the only thing unless he got some kind of weird something to read her messages. I don't know. You super high tech.
All right, so let's say for the sake of it, the story
benefit
is
of
true.
The doubt, if the story is true,
because most people are like, this is BS because
you can't do the disappearing message.
And if she did send a disappearing message,
how do you know she said
what it said? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Humoring him and saying that he does know this truth. It's an entertaining story. I say that everybody sucks because because you got lying, you got cheating, and that's a horrible. Well, I can't even say he sucks. It was a little different. I won't even say he sucks, but it's a horrible way to find out that somebody's cheating on you.
This has some petty revenge in there.
Yeah, I will say this.
Yeah.
If this is why I'm a little conflicted, because if she had not been doing anything and it was just a random STD message, but it would have been like
I would have come to
horrifying, him. Right? Because she would have immediately come to him like, "What is this?
Why?" Yeah.
So then you could have caused some real problems within your own marriage over nothing.
Well, he could have just been like, "This isn't me." Listen. If it wasn't. He would have known that she wasn't cheating, or had sex because she would have came to him
immediately. Like, what is this?
Yeah, and he would have been like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Somebody must have mixed up your number with something else, and it would have killed
easy
it.
out. Yeah. So,
but
yeah, if it's a true story, then no, you wouldn't be the a-hole for doing it. I just don't believe you. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Next story. We must be in love because we're
all right. Am I the a-hole?
Yeah.
Am I the a-hole for saying no to my girlfriend's tradition? Throwaway account.
Oh, this is a real one. We love those when they throwing them away.
Right. I, male 30, lost my younger brother when I was 22. He had cancer and fought very hard. Ever since, I've been donating blood on the anniversary of his death every year.
Pause for a second. Read the title one more time because I was singing that song.
Am I the a-hole for saying no to my girlfriend's quote-unquote tradition?
Traditions. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss the tradition. Go ahead.
So I, 30 male, lost my brother, a younger brother, when I was 22. He had cancer and fought very hard. Ever since, I've been donating blood on the anniversary of his death every year. I take off the day from work, visit his grave, donate blood, and then come home, relax, and watch his favorite movie. I know it's a simple personal tradition, but it means a lot to me.
Understandable.
My girlfriend of 9 months, Anna, female, 31, asked if I could meet her and her mom. I have met her many times before, and it wasn't the meet the parents for the first time situation for lunch yesterday. I told her no and explained again about what I do on my brother's death anniversary.
Right.
She got upset and said, well, it's my tradition to have lunch with my mom every time she's in town, and she's really wanted to see you. You can do your stupid blood donation tradition any day.
No.
I explained to her that it's not just about the blood donation. Later in the evening, while I was resting and watching my brother's favorite movie, she texted me again, asking me to join them. I reiterated that I didn't want to and would hang out with her mom next time. She replied that I had embarrassed her in front of her mom with my selfishness and laziness. Since then, she's been distant. Do I owe her an apology? Am I the a-hole?
Whew. Okay, for story number 3. I'll say this, right? How long does it take to give blood? No, it's just real question. How long? We just do this timetable. You took the day off. You took the day off. And how long is your brother's favorite movie?
What are you getting at?
What I'm getting at is, while I'm saying she needs, well, two things. She was very disrespectful and might need to be broken up with over calling the tradition stupid. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, oh, wait a second. What are we doing by calling this? And then you going crazy with the stupid and the lazy and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that, for me, gets you a pass off the rip, just because I would have probably left her alone. Mm-hmm. I would have left her alone over it. However, I will say you could have made time for both. It does not, if you're talking about meeting some, okay, look, I can't do lunch, let's do dinner. Your mom's in town, how long she staying?
I don't know.
Okay, but if I go in the morning, there was a way, if you cared about this relationship and you knew it was something that she was passionate about, both of them don't care about the other person like that. You're 9 months in. I get it, but 9 months is enough time to be like, okay, this person knows I do this every year for my brother. I do this every year. I give blood. We watch this movie. Cool. The movie's probably going to be 2, maximum 3 hours, maybe 4 if you watching some Lord of the Rings or something like that. It's not all day. He could have met them for lunch.
The tradition is all day. And the way that
help me understand.
The day is planned out a certain
blood.
way. He
said he gives blood and he watches the movie.
Donated blood and I take the day off from work. Mm-hmm. I visit his grave, mm-hmm. donate blood, come home, relax, watch his favorite movie. That's an alone thing. He don't want to be with nobody. He don't want to have to talk to nobody. He sets the time aside because he actually could have done this and gone to work afterwards.
He really could have.
But that's not what he chose. That's not the tradition.
I understand.
It's a reverence thing. To acknowledge the life of this person and the loss that you had. And yes, it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
But there's some things there's some people that you don't get over. It just happens. Like you'll see like a grandmother, my grandmother's dad, such and such, and you're like, whoa, that you act like it was yesterday. It just happens to some people. So that affected him. He told her about it. This is what I do on the anniversary of my. He sees the mother all the time. He's seen her many times when she comes into town. Respect the man's tradition.
No, I get it.
So you to say, no, I can't, I'm going to do dinner. That's not the tradition. The tradition is be alone. He's quiet that day. He's just by himself. You got to respect that. You've known this.
So, I feel you.
All she has to do, the mom is,
I feel like,
why is the mom not understanding?
I feel like where he solidifies his not the a-holeness is because she was disrespectful.
I think she was disrespectful only because she said you can do your stupid thing and call them selfish and all that. But
she crossed the line.
Embarrass her in front of her mom and stuff.
That's
just
not
tell the mom,
Ma,
he's not going to come today because it's the anniversary of his brother's today.
She didn't respect
he's going
what he
through
was trying to do
he's
at
always
all.
He has a tradition that he does, so he's not going to join us today.
She didn't
End of conversation.
His situation at all.
So
it's time
I don't
to break
know.
up.
Yeah.
It's time to break up.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, unlike some of our previous stories, you haven't moved in.
Right.
It's a clean cut. It's been 9 months. You met the parents. Yeah, everything. I don't understand how this is embarrassing. Because if you would have, and she's 30.
It's embarrassing because she wants to be like, Mom, we're so great, da da da. And then, yeah, of course he's gonna come. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to come. And then she didn't explain to her mom.
She should have just explained to the mom like, hey, here's what he does.
He's not gonna come today because it's the anniversary of his brother's death. You don't even have to explain that he has a tradition. Any normal person would have been like, oh, okay, I get it. So should you be with him? If I'm the mom of the person. And I'm going to be like, okay, well, do you want to go be with him? And then the person could say, no, he actually prefers to be alone. That's how you that's support and understanding someone's situation. That's a serious thing. It's dinner. It's lunch.
Right.
This isn't
big thing. That's why I asked, how long is the mom gonna be in town? Right?
It's irrelevant to me.
It would be relevant, for example, if it was us and your mother's coming a long ways, and if she comes into town like, I can't because.
But she's coming for one day.
That's what I want to know. How long she gonna be in town? It's different if you're on the other side of
But my mom would not be like.
Exactly.
Byron, hey, come on, leave it here. Right. My mom wouldn't do that. My mom would understand
silly.
What it is. Oh gosh, he okay?
Right.
That's where my mom would be. Tell
Silly.
him I said hi and I brought this thing for him. That's what my mom would do. She wouldn't. No, this is an inconsiderate. This is the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
You need to break up.
Because the mom was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing." Like the mom acted like it wasn't embarrassing.
The mom said it was embarrassing.
No, she said you embarrassed me in front of my mom.
Man, whatever.
So the mom must have said something, or I don't know. Anyways,
yeah, no.
Top comments: stupid blood donation tradition.
They called it a stupid blood.
That's what she said. A stupid blood donation.
Oh, I thought you were saying a person said it. I was like, no, that's out of pocket.
Right. After that comment, I hope she's soon your ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
This is unbelievably upsetting. You haven't asked her to join you just to leave you in peace to honor your brother, not the a-hole, and I'm sorry for your loss. Someone else said, I'm shocked she didn't offer to go with him. That would have been my first. That would have been my first instinct. That's what I was thinking. But it's
support.
To me, it seems like he wants to do this alone. Like take the day out. It seems like a solo situation. You obviously still have to ask, do you want to be alone, or those are things you need to ask. Not come with me to change the whole tradition up. And you could offer to change the whole tradition up and say, hey, my mom's coming in town. Would you mind doing all that and then meeting us afterwards? And then she said, and if he says no, I'm not going to be in the mood for people. Then you got to be like, all right, no worries.
I think it was the where I'm at is, I don't know how staunchly he is on this. I have to be alone, right? We have to assume that. We can assume that based on what he wrote. But that being said, if that's not a thing, there could have been a compromise. Should there have been a compromise? It's another conversation. Maybe not. If he wants to be alone, it's completely up to him. It's more serious for him to honor his tradition than for her talking about the mom every time she come in town. We gotta have lunch. It's kind of like, it sounds like your mom is somebody who is coming to town for a little bit and then going back. Like not a, hey, I'm out of the country, or hey, I'm across the country, or hey, I'm in another state. It sounds like, oh, she drove 2 hours
she might be in another state, and that's okay. For one time, several times he's seen her.
But the thing is, even if she's in another state, you're not staying for 30 minutes.
Right.
So this is why I said, how long it take to get blood? How long does it take to watch this movie? I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not a rush. You have at least 16 awake hours.
This is the date. This is my brother's day.
I understand what you're saying. You're missing what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying if there is a compromise to be made at all, there was time for everybody in this situation to be happy. If we don't assume he just wants to be alone.
He wants the day dedicated to his brother. You don't have to assume that.
We have to assume.
Why? That's what he does.
I'm saying
he stays home from work. He goes and he gets the blood. He comes home, he rests, and he watches the movie. The day ends there.
Yeah, I know what he does.
He doesn't say, then I get up and I go to the gym and I do everything else after that.
We don't know what the rest of his day is. He told us what he does. He says, I want to relax.
Anyways.
So what I'm saying
lunch is what she wanted, and that was in the middle of the thing.
This sound like, okay, first of all, the lunch, I'm like, nah, this ain't happening because this is what I do, right? It sounds like both of them have been single for a very long time, and they got together, and then this one thing that they do while they've been doing while they're single for the last God knows how many years, now nobody's willing to compromise on it. And she should have been more willing to. She had the less serious tradition.
Much less.
Say that. She has a much less serious tradition to where she should have compromised first.
How you brought up if my mom came in town?
Right.
There's too many times for this. He said I've met her many times.
Right.
Like my mom coming in town here, she's never come here.
Right.
So no, that's not the same.
No,
I know. That's two different things.
That was the point I'm making. That the gravity is much larger.
Right.
Versus if your mother was an hour up the road.
2 hours away, right? Yeah.
So that was the point I was making. Like, if she's an hour up the road, I would have a problem with her not being here.
Right.
You know, but we talking about multiple hour flight, and that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, for her to not want to break her tradition is egregious. I think that she's been single for a long time, and she might need to go back there.
I think she just said, "Well, it's tradition for my mom to come in town."
She was
That's
trying to
not
be
a
petty.
tradition.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
she was trying. It was like he said it's
your
tradition.
stupid thing is stupid, so I'm going to call my stupid thing. Like, you know, like, no.
Mm-mm.
So there is an update.
Please
I
leave her alone.
texted her that we needed to talk. She never replied. Just blocked me from everywhere. So you see, she's an
16.
infant. Yeah. Social media, WhatsApp. Her best friend, who was following me on Instagram, blocked me too. I'm not sad. I wanted it to end anyways. Thank you for your support, everyone. I really appreciate your kind comments. Some users suggested that my brother remembers tradition saved me from getting serious with her and a lifetime of misery, and it made me smile. Thank you again.
He dodged a serious bullet.
Sure did. If someone can't be reverent and understand grieving and like the loss of somebody, you gotta. I
don't like the comments that she made.
Of a family member, yeah.
The stupid, like once you start calling stuff like that, that's important to me, dog.
Right.
Nah, we're not doing that. That was breakup worthy. So I'm glad that she made it easy for him. Cause that was definitely breakup worthy. But she's immature, like in so many regards. Even how she handled leaving.
Yep.
She probably went off to one of her friends. And let me tell you something, man. Having stupid friends will further ruin your relationship. So I'm pretty sure she called her friend and they doubled down like, girl, I don't know why that person gone. No.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I like these Am I the A-hole stories today.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did 3.
Okay.
So I do want to say, if you pay for something, it's yours, and nobody should make you feel bad.
But
keeping it.
Let's say I was on the bus,
and
I'm sitting on an aisle seat,
mm-hmm.
and the thing is, once I get I guess I'm weird. Once I get somewhere and I choose that area to be, I want to stay there.
That's why I said if you pay for something,
no,
it's
but
yours.
not even if I go on the bus, and you don't pay for a seat on the bus. You just pay to get on the bus, and the seat I choose is the seat I chose.
I think there's gonna be a difference between an uncle and an auntie.
Okay.
Because how I was raised, if there's gonna be some situations like on a bus.
Okay, if there's a pregnant lady and stuff like that. Yeah,
that type. You give up your seat.
But if you're sitting up at the front, and
even if it's just a woman, you get up.
Yeah.
Like that's not even you don't have to be pregnant, disabled, nothing. It's a woman is standing up. You're a man sitting down. You get up. You give your seat. Now you're talking about public transportation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought like
but
Greyhound.
I was just saying in terms of if you pay for something, it's yours. But I'm like, sometimes you don't, and I'm just kind of like.
As a woman, you get a lot more leniency. As a man, it's kind of like, all right, my legs tired, my knees hurt. And they like, you get on the bus and you sitting down and you're in a handicapped space. And you know how the trains had a handicapped seat on there. I'm like, whoo! Start rubbing your knee to that like something hurt. No, I'm just like, get up, let that woman. I've seen so many cases of that. When I used to ride train all the time. Mm-hmm. People be like, y'all really gonna see it? Like I was standing up. I ain't gonna say nothing to these young fellas because they crazy.
Right.
You know, but you want to like y'all. Nobody gonna let this woman sit down.
I've seen pregnant people do.
They be standing up and they looking crazy. And it's like
awful.
And they do. Thank you, young man. Oh yeah, okay. You know, it's nothing. Like I've been walking all day. You have this seat. You like you about to fall over. I can't have it on my conscience. But yeah, no. Yeah, this is a whole lot of not the a-hole today. Whole lot of not the a-hole today, and I like that because even though that you could have did a different method than sending STDs. They could just say, "Hey, you went out to dinner."
That was petty revenge.
It was. Yeah, it was a little.
And I wouldn't do that. If that happened to me, God forbid, which we've both been cheated on before. That was not the route that I took.
Yeah.
I did take all of the stuff and put it outside.
You did a wait to exhale.
I did a wait to exhale. I didn't burn it up. I wanted to, but that would have been me burning up my stuff, my house. So no, but I did take all the things downstairs and found the strength. I don't know where all that strength came from. Took a TV that took 2 guys to take upstairs. Took it downstairs,
hey,
but and I didn't break it.
Stuff out.
But
sometimes you got.
I just didn't want to have to pay for the TV after breaking it. So I just put all the stuff outside. I actually did him a favor because then he didn't have to go up the stairs and do that. Just had to go.
Rage.
So it kind of sucks.
Hulked it out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, were you the a-hole in that moment?
Absolutely not. That was the nicest thing.
Right. No.
I was angry and upset, and that was the thing I could have done instead of going outside and making a scene and cussing and carrying on. That's what I did.
Just put their stuff out, change the locks.
It was a vestibule. I didn't put it outside.
Oh, that was really nice.
That's what I'm saying. Now in retrospect, I'm like, this is you made it easy for us.
Just put stuff in. But hey, such and such is coming. Can you pick your stuff up? Made it real easy.
Yeah. In retrospect, it just I was mad and I was like, get your stuff out of here. But
then call him and told him come get it. Didn't let.
No, I didn't call him and tell him he was on the way to get his stuff.
Oh, that's good.
But
that's good. That was really nice.
Yeah. In retrospect, he was angry about it, but I was like, in retrospect, this is easy. What are you saying? I made it easier for you.
You come angry with infidelity. I don't.
That
people be getting mad.
That is crazy to me.
People get mad that you call them out on their infidelity. Mm-hmm. It's like, how dare you not let me keep cheating on you? It is ridiculous.
Wildin'.
The audacity of people is like, I'm mad at you for catching me cheating on you and calling me out on it.
But they want to live a life where they're seen in a certain light, and when you expose them for who they really are, and
how dare you?
Yes.
How dare you?
I didn't want it to end this way. I've been controlling the narrative this whole time, and now that this whole thing can't be unseen, and you're the person that I needed to really keep this facade up, because you're the good person that nobody thought that I could keep or maintain, and now obviously it's falling apart. I'm mad at you for ruining the facade. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy everybody thought I was.
That junk crazy.
You did it.
Anyway, rest in peace to those relationships in the past. Mm-hmm. Praise God that they've ended and that we were able to start anew.
Praise God. You just sometimes, like I told you, that one took me a long time to get over because I was angry for a long time. Mm-hmm. When you put that many years in, you get resentful and all that, and plus if the person
my time, I can't get my time back. You wasted my time
and your youth or whatever you think it is, and you think my life would have been so different, blah blah blah, whatever. And then you realize those things happen so that you can value what you
gotta learn. Yeah,
you could. I don't think if those things hadn't happened to me, I would never have been able to value some of your main amazing characteristics. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like who you are as a person, I can see you so much clearer than if those things didn't happen to me.
But you keep chasing out. I would have kept talking to the type of person I was talking to.
I can't even fake it.
Just entertaining, just
Cardi B. Yeah, that was your vibe.
Sometimes
that was his thing.
It's the chicken fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Then you just went for totally different.
We just talked about the I can't pronounce the stuff on the menu when we go to the restaurant. I can't pronounce it. I can't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be driving to this side of town. Like I can't.
Yeah. End up with a college-going suburb chick.
Yeah. Enunciating all of your syllables and stuff is crazy.
Sorry, not sorry, buddy.
Right. It's like, you don't put enough sugar in your Kool-Aid. We're supposed to get diabetes off this Kool-Aid. What is this?
I did grow up in Trinidad, and we used to make juice with a lot of sugar. Now that I think about it, it was like, what is happening here? This is more sugar than juice.
Anyway, We are way off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's go ahead and let's reel that back in.
Some things happen for a reason.
Everything.
Like that thing, like how they said.
Everything happens for a reason.
Her disrespecting their brother's tradition lets you know the quality of human she is. And it lets you be... 9 months is starting to get real serious, you know?
Man, yeah, you met the parents and all of that. Mm-hmm. Everything happens for a reason. We have to understand that wherever you are, you thought yourself there yesterday. Here's what I mean by that. Your mentality led you to where you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. You would not be there. I'm going to explain. If I keep getting into relationships with people who cheat on me, at a certain point in time, I got to stop dating the same type of person.
Right.
If I don't stop dating that same type of person, if I don't learn these characteristics typically lead to this. So let me stop going after these characteristics and start trying to love this over here, which is healthier for me and better in every capacity. If I never learn, I'm going to keep repeating this cycle. So it's like the treat yourself mentality, right? But you always broke. I got no money.
Right.
I got no money. Every time you get paid, I work real hard. I got to treat myself. Nothing putting in savings, nothing invested. I'm saying, I just got it. Okay. Now obstacle comes up. I ain't got nothing for a rainy day. That rainy day hit hard.
Right.
And you're like, oh my gosh, why do these things keep happening to me? You get a new job. You get a raise. You start living up to that paycheck.
Right.
You end up right back in the cycle. Obstacle come. Why does this keep happening to me? You're going to keep repeating that cycle until you learn, wait a second. Last time I got here, I was mad about a $200 bill. Now I got a $500 bill and I'm mad. And I'm like, excuse me. I got a $500 budget and I'm living up to that, and I'm still mad about this $200 bill that comes because I still ain't got it, even though I have so much more money. You still mad at the same problem. The only way to stop that is to change how you think so you don't relive the whole entire situation over again.
I see what you're saying. So
that's what I'm saying. Okay, you are the common denominator in all of your successes and failures. Every single last success, every single last failure that you have in your life, you've been a part of all of them. Has everything been your fault? No.
That's the part that I was hoping you would get to.
Yeah, no.
Because sometimes people have been victimized.
You have some bad situations.
But you're talking by and large in this areas that you can control.
Stuff that you can control, yes.
Then 100% yes.
Stuff that you can control. So it's like...
But even a lot of people don't, what's the word to say? Don't take accountability for the partners that they choose.
Look, dating who you choose is 100% you. You have a choice to continue or not continue being in a relationship.
But also the quality of person. Sometimes it's a different person dressed. They look different.
Same person, different skin,
different outfit. You know, so it's like.
One day they dark skin, the next day they light skin. One day they short, next day they tall.
Cheated on me, I had to tell myself, okay, what's up? Because that was my number one fear. After the first one did, I went through life being like, I hope that never happens to me again, and being afraid of that happening to me again, and making relationships about that never happening to me again. Just focus solely on that, or high focus on that, to the point where that's all I attracted.
Right.
Which is crazy, right? Like you're trying to not get that, and you get these losers. And right. And then it was about being like, okay, well, who do I want to be in this relationship? Because now I'm that person who's looking at you sideways all the time.
Whatever you look for, you're gonna find.
I don't want to be that person. I decided, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna live my life and be the person. Because then you stop being a good person in the sense where you believe the best in somebody.
Hurt people.
Yeah, you treat them as a person of worth. Yeah. Because you're sideways thinking, you're going to mess this up.
You're going to do it anyway.
So I might as well not give all of what I can, you know?
And then you realize you sabotage your relationship because you're not giving your all.
But you're also attracting that quality of human who sees that you're vulnerable and they know how to manipulate. And so really talking to God and being like, God, you got to help me break
clean this up,
because
what am I going after?
I need you to choose for me.
Yep.
Because I don't know what I'm doing clearly. And so it's really about healing, really, and choosing the right partner through, well, values, obviously. And, God being right with you, ahead of you. Because you try to make somebody into something
that they're not.
When you want to be in a relationship, when you meet this person, you're like, ooh, he's this. And then you're like, and he's this. And those are the things I'm assuming because that's what I want him to be. And it's like, you really need to talk to God and be like, reveal this person to me. If this is supposed to be the person, trust me, ladies, if you ask that, take him away from me, God. If this isn't the person I'm supposed to be with, remove them swiftly. And you have to be prepared for that person to disappear.
Up.
Yeah, they'll just show up as
you like, losing loves you like. They're gonna be gone. Like,
that's a real thing. But if you really put things in God's hands, and you might have to go through a period of time when you ain't got no one, you ain't got no friends.
However, I do want to say this because some people overcorrect.
Right.
Healing is not isolation.
Correct. Oh, so good.
In fact, isolation becomes the devil's playground.
Correct.
Isolation is what led a lot of these people to lose their minds during our area of lockdown.
Yeah, not to laugh, because that was true.
People lost their minds when they were forced to sit at home by themselves a few years ago, and that was not healthy.
It's not the answer, because then some people will be like, okay, I keep picking the wrong things, I'm gonna just be alone.
I'm gonna just do me.
I'm gonna just be alone.
And you know what you end up being? You end up being like that young lady we saw on Instagram, crying, talking about, I got a fairy tale marriage and I hate it because I still want to live my quote unquote best life. You want to be?
She didn't say that. That was your interpretation.
That was my interpretation.
The woman was crying and said, "There's nothing wrong with the relationship. I live a fairy tale life, and I just don't want to have to do this every single day of my life. I don't want to have to get up and check in with somebody every day of my life.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do this." And the fact is that there's nothing wrong.
Right.
Something is broken.
Something broken somewhere. Either you got a super...
The thing is, you're living a fairy tale life, but the person is not your prince. You shouldn't... I hate when women do this. Or men. Men do this too. No, you choose someone. We read a story about with the guy being the safe option. And in my mind, safe was a compliment. But now I'm understanding what that safe
how he
meant.
Took it as
it's really not safe. The word, they're choosing the wrong word. Safe is meaning, I know for a fact that you will stay with me.
You ain't going nowhere.
So I will turn out visually, this will look good. I don't know what else to call it, but safe isn't the word for that. That you're using the person. Mm-hmm. You're not into them, truly. And you just want to say, someone chose me.
It's a box check. It's like, hey, I'm living my life, and this will help me accomplish
wealth. Like, that's what she did. From this story, from my interpretation of it, is that the person adores her. They treat her well. She seems like financially taken care of, but you weren't into this person. You should have never married them.
Nope.
You shouldn't have been in a relationship with them. Soon as you're like, I'm not really feeling this person.
Not feeling this person.
Don't even go on. Okay, so maybe you go on a date and you're like, they're okay. But after when you're in a relationship, you're like, I'm just not feeling it.
Right.
And do it as soon as possible. Because
that looks stupid after a while.
Yes.
If you keep dating somebody, I'm just not feeling. What's wrong with? Hey, nothing's wrong with it. It's just
not it. And sometimes that's fine.
It's fine, but that looks super stupid after too many dates. You gotta kill that quick.
Like, I don't know what it is, but it was a miss.
Not for me.
We're not aligned in whatever way, and we just have to move on, because that's a good person that should be for somebody else. Because you're gonna end up breaking, and that's how men and women end up being jerks afterwards, because you're like, I was all this good guy and I went all that, I love this person, I did nothing wrong, And then she comes and
Spent
says
$500 on that first date.
And then she comes and she says,
it's not you.
It's just not you. It's like looking at the Notebook. Remember? I don't know if you guys... have you ever seen the Notebook?
I think I seen a piece of it. I couldn't.
So she loves Noah, right? Then they end up breaking up, and the parents keep them apart because Noah's writing letters. In my older age, I realized how toxic that whole thing was, because the husband that she was set to marry was wealthy, good looking, loved her to pieces. There was nothing wrong with that man. He just wasn't Noah. But Noah came back into the picture, and she cheated on her good guy to go back with Noah because they were meant to be in their mind or whatever. That's not okay.
You know what I learned, and we got to wrap up, but all that meant to be stuff, when your passions align like that, that can be very dangerous.
They were dangerous.
A lot of times it's traumas lining up. We have a serious issue. Both of us have experienced a similar serious issue, and our traumas bond because you understand me.
Right.
And because I understand you, we belong together. And it's like, no. I said this. We need to make sure that we choose partners that help us win at the game of life. One thing that I always say, the first thing, I think I'm pretty sure I told you this. We talked about this all the time. A long time ago, it was early in the dating. But I would say, if you can't imagine yourself being locked in a room with this person, 4 walls, a slot for food to come in, and a toilet with nothing else, and deal with them like that for 24 hours, this ain't it.
24 hours a day, all the time.
This ain't it.
Like when lockdown happened, it didn't feel like anything different to me.
It's like, because we home.
Yeah.
It's other people. It's like, yo, I need you to go somewhere.
Well, it really, I need to go somewhere, but not here.
But just not here.
And no judgment to the people who do that, because a lot of people don't spend a lot of time together. There are a lot of relationships who, the husband
It's
travels.
one thing to not, it's another thing to not be able to.
Correct, yeah.
But
that also took some time, because even Kev on stage, during the lockdown, they had a hard time because he was on the road so much.
Right.
And he had these rituals, like I would call her, talk to her, and then we'd hang up. And then I'd watch movies, I'd be in the room, I'd have all this alone time where I was good. But then at the house, there ain't no alone time.
Ain't no alone time.
And go to the other room. What you up to? And even though it's a big house, everybody's in each other's
space.
And so they had a reckoning of like, okay, we want this relationship to work, but things are not. We got to figure out some things. So they had some therapy.
Why.
But there are others who just was like, this is over.
It's essential that if you can afford it, and everybody can't, but if you can, a woman needs a room and a man needs a room. What I mean by that is not your bedroom.
Right.
The man cave.
Yep.
And whatever creative room she has, wherever she decides she want, art room, mud room.
She shed.
She
not
shed.
No mud room. Are you kidding me?
Not.
Oh, the mudding, like to do the
like
thing. The clay room,
play stuff.
I thought you were like the entrance where people take their shoes off.
No, just like to do actual clay mold and stuff.
Ghost.
Right. So you dated yourself for sure. Ghost.
Everybody knows that reference.
Everybody does not know that reference.
Everyone knows the ghost reference where she's doing the pottery and he brings his arms around her. That's iconic.
It is. A lot of stuff is iconic.
And in Naked Gun, you saw the feet come around. No? Not funny? All right. It was funny.
No, I'm saying, you say everybody get that reference. And you got people who are alive now who weren't alive when that movie came out.
Everyone watching
maybe
gets the reference.
You never know. You never know. You didn't know Color Purple references until I move on.
My sister knew them.
Yes, your sister did know them. But you were definitely old enough to know, and you just hadn't seen it. It's an American thing. We get it. Don't worry about it. We're not getting into that tonight.
Thank you.
I understand.
I saw Roots.
Okay.
Many times. But
I have not seen it many times.
Y'all don't. Well, I only watch it many times. Not out of, because Trinidad, that's what was playing on TV. You didn't have a channel 2
Roots
and
on
13.
Again, okay.
That's it. Both showing the same thing.
Sit down there and watch the same movie, like Charlie Brown Christmas or something like that. Yep. Anyway, folks, what was I saying? I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. We'll get back to it another time. Stacey is a fantastic
and wife,
partner, wife, companion, who does not bore me.
Yeah. We enjoy. I think one of the main things in relationships is to really enjoy the other person, not
man.
Just
I would not be sitting here for no hour if I ain't like you. Sitting for an hour every week.
And not just be sexually enamored with the person, which is also important. Every time you do that sound, not just be enamored with the person in that way, but really like them, like genuinely like them.
So fast, bro.
Yeah, just
I don't know if you ever dated somebody just because they're cute, but that runs out so fast. It run out so fast. I mean, super
if they're
fast.
Not. If their personality is not cute as well.
I'm just saying, like, just men are visual. That's when we first get started. It's like, this is what we care about. You fine, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that got like a 3-month lifespan, and after that, it's like, bro, you get on my nerves.
Right.
When is lockdown over? Anyway, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Please have a good afternoon, evening, night, morning,
workout,
day,
wash dishes,
background noise, vacuuming. Don't do that. All right. Bye.
Bye.